Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And here we are at day 12, the magical people who make a difference. And how did you go yesterday and this morning as you've got up? Did you say thank you as you woke this morning? I know I did. And then as you put your feet on the floor, thank you. And you might even say it 2 or 3 times. And it's like at the end of writing your 10 things each day, of going back and saying that thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm finding that I just feel so much more gratitude in my life. So let's start with today, the magical people. At times, our own light goes out and it's rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those people who have lit the flame within us. And that was by Albert Schweitzer, the Nobel Peace Prize, medical missionary and philosopher. Every one of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it the most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on, and we tend to forget those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize the impact a person had until well into the future. When you look back on your life and realize that a particular person was pivotal in magically changing the direction of your life for the better. The person may have been a teacher, a coach, an uncle, aunt, sibling, grandparent, or any family member. They may have been a doctor, nurse, or best friend. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or to a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't even know, and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness that touched you to the core. My grandmother gave me the love for my books, cooking, and the countryside. By sharing her love of those things with me, all of them affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led me to become a writer, and my love of the countryside has influenced where I've lived throughout my life. My grandmother also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. At the time, I thought she was just teaching me to be polite. It was only later in my life I realized that teaching me to say the magic word was the greatest gift my grandmother ever gave me. She's not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful for her for the huge influence she had on the course of my life. Thank you, Grandma. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat this morning. Today, you're going to think about the magical people who've impacted your life. Find a quiet place alone, sometime during the day today. Sit down and think of 3 extraordinary people who've made a difference in your life. Once you have your 3 people, work with one person at a time and talk out loud to each person as if they were present, telling him or her the reason why you're grateful to them and how they affected the course of your life. Make sure you do this magical practice with all 3 people in just one session, because it will take your feeling of gratitude far deeper. If you split up the magical people throughout the day, you'll not feel the same depth of gratitude, nor receive the magical results. Here's an example of what you might say. Sarah, I want to thank you for the time you encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream, and I moved to France to work as an apprentice chef. I'm living my dream, and I couldn't be happier. All because of what you said to me that day. Thank you, Sarah. It's very important that you say the reasons why you're grateful. And you can't say too much. Instead, the more you say, the more you feel, the more amazing the results. You will see the magic explode into your life from doing this practice. It numbers among the most powerful acts of gratitude you can ever perform. If you're not in a position to talk out loud, then you can write down your words to each person and address them as though you were writing a letter. When you've completed this practice, you will feel a huge difference in the way you feel. The evidence of gratitude's powers working is always that, first and foremost, it makes you happy. The secondary evidence of gratitude's power is that you attract wonderful things. And if all that wasn't enough, the happiness you feel after practicing gratitude also attracts more wonderful things, which makes you even happier. That's the magic of life, and that's the magical power of gratitude. And we've now got magical practice, just a revision for today. Count your blessings, make a list of your 10 things you're grateful for, reread the list, and at the end of each blessing say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Find a quiet place alone sometime during the day and make a list of 3 people who made a difference in your life. Work through the list one person at a time, and while you're talking out loud, tell each person the reason why you're grateful for them and exactly how they altered the course of your life. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic watch in your hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. And I'll be back tomorrow with you to make all your wishes come true. And I'd love if you just share below in the comments anything that's empowering you, how you're noticing your life is changing. Are you feeling happier? And that's all for today. This has been Suzie Cheel, the Abundance Queen, from suziecheel.com. And remember to live your life powered by love and dare to dream again. Namaste.